Welcome back to TechnoSurgeon YouTube channel. So we know Intel makes a KS model. It's a special variant for the each and every series. And now i9 4900KS has been leaked basically, and its power draw has been leaked also. So it's a pretty bad news because i9 4900KS is going to need as much as 409 watts at stock speed. Do not, it's not even overclocked, it's just at clock speed. And the clock speed for this, it comes with maximum peak of frequency at 6.2 gigahertz, which is 200 megahertz higher than i9 4900K. But yeah, that 409 watts power draw is truly insane. Next up, NVIDIA has launched a chat with RTX feature. It is like RTX Remix, and it is basically you need a NVIDIA GPU, NVIDIA 30 series or 40 series, and that will make you do things which you essentially do with ChatGPT 4 and stuff like that. On ChatGPT, you essentially send the data over network connections and stuff like that. But here you can do it offline. Your NVIDIA's GPU will be responsible for handling those data and processing it. And it's a nice thing. You can even attach a file and stuff, search for answer with selected YouTube videos, everything else. So yeah, it's pretty nice, and it is available for RTX 30 and 40 series. ADA and Ampere generation with at least 8 GB of VRAM required it, a 16 GB of system RAM, and also Windows 11. And yeah, it requires Windows 11. But what can I say? It's a nice technology to have in if you don't have internet connection as such, because this GPUs comes with tensor cores. But NVIDIA has its upscaling tech where every other tech, and they just don't make it open source. Unlike AMD, AMD might implement something like ChatGPT in with other things, but it's in time. And the only incentive for you to buy an NVIDIA's GPU is just that you will get these technologies like which NVIDIA supports until AMD makes an attempt and make it open source, just like with frame generations and stuff like that. And then we have mods. So yeah, next up, we knew that NVIDIA's CUDA is basically an API CUDA architecture. CUDA is basically a framework which uses many machine learnings, which supports like many machine learnings algorithms, machine learning things and stuff like that. And it is used mostly in manufacturing, every other content creations and stuff like that. And AMD has its same API called ROCm, but that API is not that nice. Like at least now it's getting better with its supports and everything else. But CUDA is still a go through, and there was a mod which was in the works. Like AMD was quietly funding a drop in CUDA implementation built on ROCm, and it's called Celuda, and it is basically you can run CUDA applications on top of AMD graphics and stuff like that, and it would have support XE and Intel XE and UHD graphics also. But now AMD has stopped funding it for it. Don't know why. But now that the one behind it has made it official as an open source project, so yeah, AMD decided this year to discontinue funding the efforts and not release it as any software. Don't know the reason behind it, but yeah, eventually uh, Janik could open source the work if like he basically open sourced it, and now you can see it was working pretty good. As you can see in this scenario, it's working pretty great compared to ROCm implementation. Next up, we have some news with Zen 5, and it comes from Red Gaming Tech, so it is trustworthy. And yeah, according to Red Gaming Tech and according to its sources, the initial Zen 5 sample Ryzen 9000 will have some changes. We already saw it will feature more AVX 512 instruction sets and stuff, but Zen 5 will apparently have 50% more ALU pipelines when compared to Zen 4, and extra AGPU pipeline, and double the floating point. And according to Red Gaming Tech, with multiple sources, it seems there is a 30% IPC increase, which is insane to see over a generation from Zen 4 to Zen 5. And do note, this is just 30% IPC increase. It's not getting considered the core frequencies, the gigahertz. So in some application, you will get more benefit out of it, and in some don't. It just depends on the application, but this just looking to be one hell of a performance uplift when compared to Zen 4. And Zen 5 is looking pretty nice, and it's target 6 gigahertz as of now. But yeah, that's it from me today. What do you think about the news? Sound off your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will meet you in the next one. Peace out.